In the last week of June, from the diary of Samuel Pepys, matchmaker Sam gets to work on a love match between Sir George Carteret's eldest son and Lady Jemmima Montague. But will it be Je t'aime moi non plus? Meanwhile, the royal court and London's wealthy load up and get ready to boost out of town, afeared of the plague. From Lockdown London in April 2020, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's time once again to travel back to the year 1665. Hello, are you sitting comfortably? Good, then we'll begin. I'm Tom Barclay Matchett, the London Storyteller. I share the stories of the people, places and personalities that have made London the finest city on earth. I'm currently sharing readings from the diary of Samuel Pepys in the year 1665, an era with many similarities to our own. Now please, settle in and we'll begin. The 24th of June, 1665, Midsummer Day. Up, very betimes by 6, and at Dr. Clarke's at Westminster by 7 of the clock, having overnight by a note acquainted him with my intention of coming. And there I, in the best manner I could, broke my errand about a match between Sir George Carteret's eldest son and my Lord Sandwich's eldest daughter, which he, as I knew he would, took with great content. And we both agreed that my lord and he, both being men relating to the sea, under a kind aspect of his majesty, already good friends, and both virtuous and good families, their alliance might be of good use to us. And he did undertake to find out Sir George this morning, and put the business in execution. So, both being well pleased with the proposition, I saw his niece there, and made her sing me two or three songs very prettily. And so home to the office, where, to my great trouble, I found Mr. Coventry and the board met before I came. I excused my late coming by having been upon the river about office business. So, to business all the morning. After dinner to Dr. Clarke, and there find that he hath broke the business to Sir George Carteret, and that he takes the thing mightily well. Thence I to Sir George Carteret at his chamber, and in the best manner I could, and most obligingly, moved that business. He received it with great respect and content and thanks to me, and promised that he would do what he possibly could for his son, to render him fit for my lord's daughter, and showed great kindness to me, and sense of my kindness to him herein. Sir William Penn told me this day that Mr. Coventry is to be sworn a privy councillor, at which my soul is glad. So home, and to my letters by the post, and so home to supper and bed. The 25th of June, 1665, Lord's Day. Up, and several people about business came to me by appointment, relating to the office. Thence I to my closet about my Tangier papers. At noon dined, and then I abroad by water, it raining hard, thinking to have gone down to Woolwich, but I did not, but back through the bridge to Whitehall, where, after I had again visited Sir George Carteret, and received his, and now his lady's, full content in my proposal, I went to my Lord Sandwich, and having told him how Sir George Carteret received it, he did direct me to return to Sir George Carteret and give him thanks for his kind reception of this offer, and that he the next day would be willing to enter into discourse with him about that business. Which message I did presently do, and so left the business with great joy to both sides. My lord I perceive, intends to give £5,000 with her and expects about £800 per annum joinature. So by water home and to supper and bed, being weary with a long walking at court, but had a psalm or two with my boy and Mercer before bed, which pleased me mightily. The 26th of June, 1665. The plague increases mightily. I this day seeing a house at a bitmaker's over against St. Clement's Church in the open street shut up, which is a sad sight. The 29th of June, 1665. Up and by water to Whitehall, where the court full of waggons and people ready to go out of town. The mortality bill has come to 267, which is about 90 more than the last, and of these, but 4 in the city, which is a great blessing to us. So home, calling at Somerset House, where all are packing up too. The Queen Mother setting out for Francis Day to drink Bourbon waters this year, she being in a consumption, and intends not to come till winter come 12 months. To the office, where busy a while, putting some things in my office in order, and then to letters till night. About 10 o'clock home, the days being sensibly shorter before I have kept one summer's day by shutting up office by daylight, but my life hath been still as it was in the winter almost. But I will for a month try what I can do by daylight, so home to supper and to bed. Thus this book of 2 years ends, myself and family in good health, consisting of myself and my wife, Mercer, her woman, Mary, Alice, Sue, our maids, and Tom, my boy, in a sickly time of the plague growing on, having upon my hands the troublesome care of the treasury of Tangier, with great sums drawn upon me, and nothing to pay them with. Also the business of the office great. Consideration of removing my wife to Woolwich, she lately busy in learning to paint, with great pleasure and success. All other things well, especially a new interest I am making by a match in hand between the eldest son of Sir George Carteret and my Lady Jemmima Montague. The Duke of York has gone down to the Fleet, but all suppose not with the intent to stay there, as it is not fit all men conceive that he should. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Please don't forget to add your comments, like and subscribe. Cheerio!